covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
There was a series of red flag grooming behaviors that this teacher was engaging in prior to sexually assaulting my client.
A new lawsuit in a school sex abuse case. Why the victim says the school district should have done more. Plus,
I've been the very first person to vote in Shasta County since the year 2000 that I can remember.
new at 6, hitting the ballot box early. A local voter shares his tradition of civic duty. But first, we have team coverage as the shoe fire continues to burn. We first told you about the fire that broke out in the Shasta Trinity National Forest Wednesday afternoon.
Now, 2 days later, smoke from the fire is creating hazardous conditions across our area.
And we have team coverage with Action News Now reporter Camille Acevedo on air quality patrol. But first, Chief Meteorologist Howie Gordon is tracking fire conditions for us.
So we're flip-flopping once again. Now, fire weather has improved, fire weather has improved, but no. Fire weather has gotten a little worse, but air quality has improved. Why? Because with storms headed our way, we're seeing some winds, and they're starting to spread that air thinner, that particulate matter that was clogging up our air. At the same time, high pressure, what does it do? It kind of pushes down on the atmosphere, trapping everything in there. Now with the low pressure, everything's kind of free to fly, if you will. So these numbers that were in the 300s just about 3-4 hours ago, they're returning to good air quality. So the winds and the low pressure moving in, helping with that air quality. But then let's talk about our shoe fire weather. Here is what we have. So moisture levels increasing with the moisture moving in the air. Winds, yeah, they're a little gusty today. We've seen a few gusts up to 20 miles per hour, winds in that 15 mile per hour range. But overall, temperatures have come down. Moisture levels have gone up a little bit. So fire weather is so-so. I'm trying to straighten that out. But air quality, again, Haley, several hours ago, these numbers were very, very dangerous. We're talking 300s. And now, you know, you got your 30s, your 4s, 0 to 50 is good. So these numbers are starting to come down with the winds.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, just earlier we were seeing purples and reds, and this is data that we have available. We have links on our website to it, and we'll see those change as conditions change. But right now, I mean, pretty cut and dry, Howie. This is looking good.
But we want to have the shoe fire go out because that smoke will eventually start to come out again.
Of course, yep. Well, Camille Acevedo has the latest from the ground in Redding with a look at what you can expect if you're heading out tonight.
Hi everyone, it's Camille. I'm here at the Red Lions Hotel. Now, this is the spot where all the Remembrance bike riders are going to end up. Now, the bike ride started off at the McConnell Foundation, not that far from here, and it's going to end here at the hotel. And you can see there are association booths, and then also there's going to be a dinner to follow along this bike ride, which it's really for remembrance and helping out the first responders. Now, this is just the first event to kick off the weekend of events, and you could go to our website at Action News Now to check out that list to see if there's anything that you're interested in partaking in. And again, there are no bike riders here just yet, but once they get over here to the hotel, they are going to kick off this weekend, and with a dinner, and then of course just a time to be with loved ones and just, again, associate with everybody else that's here in Redding. I'm Camille Acevedo for Action News Now.
If you'd like to learn more about air quality where you live or check conditions before you go out, we do have a map linked on our website. Just go to the news tab and then news links.
Spectrum says that vandals cut more than 850 strands of fiber lines, cutting internet to thousands in Shasta County. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield is live as crews repair lines. So, Blake, when can Spectrum customers expect everything to be back online?
Alan, Spectrum customers can expect to have their service fully restored by this evening. And as you can see behind me here, crews are still working, and they've been working here all day today along 273 to get those services restored to customers. The phone, cable, and internet company says they started receiving calls about an outage around 7 a.m. this morning. In a statement, Spectrum says vandals cut 850 strands of fiber, and they're now working to repair every single line. So far, police have not arrested anyone in connection to the lines being cut. An IT worker helping to get internet restored told me the vandalism took place on Canyon Road in Reading, but Spectrum would not confirm the exact location. I spoke with 2 Spectrum customers about what they plan to do while waiting for service to return.
I'm going to go shopping. What else you do? And look at things that I can't afford to buy. So that'd make the rest of my day.
We can't blame Spectrum, obviously if it's a vandalism thing, but yeah, it's a little bit, scary. Hopefully it's not going to happen again. But yeah, we just have to get through it.
Spectrum is hoping all services will be back on by this evening. If you're still without service, you can contact Spectrum directly to get an estimated time of service restoration. This is the second time someone has vandalized Spectrum property in Reading this year. The last incident occurred back in late June. Reporting live in Reading, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
Thanks, Blake. The Reading police say they had trouble connecting directly for themselves with dispatch because of this outage, but that has since been resolved. New details now. We're learning more about the gyroplane that crashed in Chico earlier this week. A person familiar with the investigation told Action News Now that the man injured in the crash is still in critical condition but expected to survive. The woman has moderate injuries. We first broke this news when the plane went down Monday afternoon behind a home on El Monte Avenue in Chico.
Former Gridley teacher Michelle Solis may be behind bars for child sex abuse on campus, but the Gridley Unified School District isn't out of the woods. Back in November 2023, we first told you that police arrested Solis for assaulting her 14-year-old student. In June, a judge gave Solis the maximum sentence, 4 years in state prison. Action News Now reporter Shadi Pullen shows us why the victim wants the district to be held accountable as well.
Attorney Mark Bosovic tells me that Gridley Unified School District failed to protect his client, and he says this could have been avoided if someone had stepped in.
For example, Ms. Solis would often fraternize with the male students.
Mark Bosovic, the attorney representing the 14-year-old victim, says the district failed to protect the student from sexual abuse. Bosovic claims the red flags of grooming were bright as day. He says the school district was aware of Michelle Solis's inappropriate behavior during the 2020 and 2021 school year, but did not intervene. He says only a warning was given, which he thinks led to the sexual assault on the day of the victim's 8th grade graduation.
And when initially my client was receiving this kind of attention, he thought it was a nice thing. That it's like a teacher cared about him.
Bosovic claims Solis often flirted with other boy students. He claims Solis would text or send social media DMs to students outside of school. Bosovic claims this left his client unprotected and a target.
Certain teachers and other staff to write passes so that my client could be sent to her, classroom, could spend time during certain periods.
Students tell me that they are shocked and disgusted that this even happened to begin with. What was your guys' immediate reaction when you heard about the photos last year?
Shocked. I didn't believe it till I really heard about it, because my friends were telling me, because I wasn't there. I didn't believe them until I actually looked it up.
Bosovic says there's no specific amount of money that the lawsuit is seeking against the district, but he says if this case goes to trial, he will let the jury decide how much. Reporting in Gridley, I'm Shadi Pullen with Action News Now.
Justin Kern, the superintendent for the district, said in part that the district has not been formally served with any official notification of the lawsuit, and as such, it would be both premature and inappropriate to make generalization statements regarding the allegations. If you want to read that full statement from the superintendent, just find this story on our Action News Now homepage.
Hundreds of Northern California high schoolers came out to Oroville's Metalworks campus to learn about hands-on careers and opportunities for high-paying metal fabrication jobs. Students got to weld and create their own mugs and even experiment with heavy machinery. They even saw crane demonstration of the commercial steel building assembly, or demo. Difference there, apologize for that. Now, Chico State students say they got a new laboratory. Now, take a look. This is the Gene Haas Advanced Manufacturing Laboratory. The university dedicated the lab to Haas Automation after it made a generous contribution to the College of Engineering, Computer Science, and Construction Management. A major upgrade in the campus lab. It will serve students in 3 Bachelor of Science degree programs. Measure H would funnel millions of taxpayer dollars to improving Chico streets. We walk you through the upgrades new at 6.
Plus,
the service that these people provide is extraordinarily kind and considerate and is so much needed.
also new at 6, a local dentist is giving veterans something to smile about. We'll hear from them next.